Chuki B.
Let me introduce you to a family who's amazed with Jesus and His Majesty, raising our daughter in reality. And there's no other place that we'd rather be. Through the fun and the snuggles, the cries and the struggles, praising God through the good and the troubles. This is life on the real, not made up. Now we welcome you to Life with Zayla.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer. If you're new, consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my videos. I do beauty unboxings, hauls, mom life vlogs, sit down videos, update videos. So if that's kind of your niche or your jam, make sure, like I said, subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. So as you guys know from the title of the video, I'm gonna be doing like a little update, kind of letting you guys know my postpartum around 2 months update. And also I'm going to be answering some questions that one of my subscribers had for me that I wasn't able to answer before. So if you want to know all the little details, make sure you stay tuned. All right, guys. So like I said, I'm going to be sharing you guys my update, my 2-month postpartum. And honestly, I really don't have super much to share because I kind of feel like everything is a little bit kind of the same from what I share with you guys and my video in my birth story. If you haven't checked that out, I'll try to remember to link it down below so you guys could just click and watch it. But I kind of also share with you how I was doing, how I was feeling, and not a lot has changed, to be honest. But I did want to answer, like I said earlier, some questions that one of my subscribers had for me. And she actually had asked me this when I was like during my last days of pregnancy, and I was gonna do that video, but I went into labor, so I never got to do the video. And obviously I took some time off and all that, and then when I got back, I didn't think she was still interested in it, but she actually reached out to me and she asked me if I could answer the questions, even though obviously I'm not pregnant anymore. And of course I told her that I would do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go do that first, and then I'll kind of let you guys know how I've been doing. So what she wanted to know is when I was pregnant, is if I had any like embarrassing TMI symptoms or things that I went through or my body went through during my pregnancy. And to answer you, Amy, no, I did not have anything that, at least that I remember, because I feel like if something like that was to happen to me, I would definitely remember. But no, I didn't have anything like, farting like crazy, or I don't know, maybe sweating like super crazy. Nothing out of the norm of like my body and how I am. The only thing that I will say and that I remember is that I did have a lot of I felt a lot of air, so I had the tendency, I had the need to burp a lot, and it was not the cutest thing and it was not the quietest thing either. I remember my husband would just kind of be like, what are you doing? You're not a guy, like you're a girl, you're not supposed to burp. And I would be like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't help it. Literally, I had like all this air inside of me. I don't know if that's kind of an embarrassing thing or TMI. Because honestly, with my husband, I'm not embarrassed to burp. Maybe I should be. I don't know. I'm just not. I just feel like, well, have to burp. And I'm not trying to be loud or quiet. It just comes out how it comes out. But it was pretty loud. And yeah, that happened a lot. And I remember I even brought it up to my doctor, and I believe she said that, to make sure to see what I was eating at night, and to drink like milk or eat yogurt or dairy products, that would help. And I remember I did that, and I honestly don't remember it changing anything. I don't remember it working, I guess. But that's the only thing that I remember from my pregnancy that was just kind of like, whoa. Yeah, I would burp, and I had a lot, especially at night. At night, I think it just happened at night that I just felt all this air and I just needed to burp it out. Did it come out through the other way? No, did not. It just came out through my mouth. And yeah, that's basically what happened. And I also got asked another question if I noticed and when I ate, if my belly got bigger, if I noticed it changed in size. And once again, no. I remember when I asked that question that day, and then the next day I really took notice of my belly. I looked at it in the mirror and very observed to see, because I wanted to answer like honestly, and no, it did not look any different. Mind you, at least for me, in my opinion, I like towards the end especially, I feel like my belly got super big, and it was just big. My baby, even the doctor said that she was going to be a big baby, which she ended up being 7 pounds 12 ounces, but they kind of told me that she would be like 9 or even bigger. I'm like, what? I remember when I heard that, I was like, close my legs. But no, I didn't notice it get any bigger after I ate, or even if when I like ate, it just looked big all the time if I ate or didn't eat. So to answer your question there, no, I do not notice any. I didn't notice any difference at all. I don't know if that happens to some pregnant girls out there. It might, but to me at least, no, not at all. So yeah, that's basically from what I remember that she wanted me to answer. So I hope that answered your question. Sorry that I didn't have like more to say or share, but basically I didn't get anything embarrassing, and my belly just looked the same, big. Anyways, guys, so how I'm doing. Okay, well, when you guys see this, I will be close. No, actually, I'm like 2 days. Yeah, 2 days shy from being 2 months postpartum. My little Jaylene will be 2 months, and she's so beautiful. She's such a chubby chunker baby. I call her my little chunker because she is chunky and she loves to eat. I say this all the time, she's the happiest when she has the bottle in her mouth, and she's so cute. I just love her to death. Another thing I was saying, sorry, I got distracted. Mom life. Anyways, guys. So me personally, let me see. Anything changing? Basically, no. Thank the Lord, I have not suffered from any postpartum depression, anything in that sort of way. Like I told you guys in my birth story, I did experience that with my first daughter, my first pregnancy. Not only that, but I also got a really bad case, I guess you would call it, of anxiety, and it was like bad, like very bad. If you guys want me to do a video sharing with you guys about that and what I went through in my journey with that, let me know, and I will definitely be more than willing to share with you guys if you guys are interested. But with this pregnancy, I think because I definitely guard against that, and I was aware of what happened to me the first time, and how I kind of just neglected myself like really bad. Like totally all my attention was on my daughter Zayla, which is obviously as a mom and when you have a newborn, that's what you tend to do. You tend to just make sure your baby's all right, and it's all about your baby, and that's perfectly fine and great. But you definitely cannot forget about yourself and to take care of yourself, and especially you physically and mentally, definitely emotionally. And that's something that I totally neglected myself during the first pregnancy. So I really guard myself with this one. I knew what I had gone through, so I protected myself, protected what I saw, what I watched, to not trigger any anxiety and whatsoever. And obviously, as you guys know, and if you're new, you might not know that I am a Christian, I'm a believer. So prayer and just reading the Bible obviously has helped a lot, made a lot of difference, because I believe that the Lord would always remind me about the truth and where to set my eyes on. So that definitely helped. And just taking time for myself if I needed it, just kind of separating myself and just spending, even if it's like 5 minutes. So like I said, I've been very mindful of that and making sure that I'm the best, obviously the best that I can in this season to protect myself and take care of myself. So I think that's something that has made it very different. It's been a game changer that I didn't, or at least I'm not getting any depression or nothing like that. Yes, one of the things that I do notice is that excuse me, that I could get frustrated or bothered very easily, very fast. And that's something that I'm trying to work on, because, you know, your hormones are still everywhere. Your body's getting back to how it was, I'm sorry. And obviously it's still crazy inside your body. So with that said, I am trying very, very hard to be more patient and trying not to let my frustration get the best of me. And yes, sometimes as a human, maybe, you know, I don't do the best job. And for my husband, he has grace on me. But I do my best. I try, because I know that, hey, this is because of my hormones, or I'm feeling this way because of my hormones. That, and then my sister has told me that I've been more sensitive, like if what she said, like I got more sensitive and more, I don't want to say the word soft, because it was not like I was super hard before, but I think I just became more sensitive, and maybe I showed more emotion. I don't know. Now that I have Jaylene, which is my second daughter, what I think, I don't know, maybe I did get more sensitive in certain things. I could see why she would say that. So maybe that's something different that I've been having now that I have Jaylene. But other than that, I think pretty much everything's basically the same that I could think of. I'm trying to slowly lose this baby weight, of course. Trying to get back into, like, you know, working out. You know, obviously you start slowly, and as time passes you do more and more. Definitely want to go back to exercising, because that was a huge part of me before I had kids. Like, huge. I would be in the gym 3 or 4 times a week. I had a trainer, and, you know, I had all these goals for that. But obviously when I got pregnant with Zayla, my first daughter, everything just shifted and changed. And even though that right now in the season I can't just dedicate myself like I did before to the gym, but I do want to get back to working out, even if it's at home, like gaps, you know, here and there. I definitely want to do that, because I think it would help not only obviously me physically, but also mentally. You know, working out just does something to you, feel better about yourself. So I definitely want to jump back on that train. And not only that, but I want to get better at drinking water. For some reason, I just don't drink a lot of water. I just don't want to. I don't know. I don't even know. It's just, my mind doesn't even tend to gravitate towards water. If you follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, you should. It's always linked on the description box, Life with Zayla. You guys know, because I've told you on Instagram that I'm struggling. I'm trying to find creative ways to remind myself and like want to drink water, because all I'm about right now is like green tea. And mind you, I don't like green tea with sugar. It's like just the green tea, like raw, and coffee, because I'm a mom and I need coffee for sure, especially with my newborn. So those are the 2 main things that I drink, and that's it. Like, I don't even drink anything else, to be honest. I do not like soda. I know, you're like, what? I know. I don't like soda. I haven't liked soda, I think, since I was 11 years old. I just think it's not tasty. It's just nasty to me. Sometimes I might do a little bit of Sprite, but that's like rare, and it's just maybe just a bit. I won't finish a whole thing of Sprite, a whole cup of Sprite, definitely not. I don't like soda. I just like green tea, and pretty much, I mean, I like Gatorade as well, but I honestly right now, that's what I have in my house. Green tea. Starbucks green tea is the best. I am addicted like crazy. But anyway, so that's basically it. Yes, I'm trying to slowly lose the baby weight. Obviously, watch what I eat. I'm not in a strict diet by any means, for sure, no. But I am trying very hard to, like, you know, watch what I eat. And if I eat something that's not like the healthiest, I try to limit it. But I do want to get a little bit more stricter, because I feel like it'll help me lose the weight faster. And also I'm doing a little bit of I don't know if you would call it waist training, because I feel like that's like more for like the gym. But you know, obviously I do have like a girdle or a waist train thing, so it could kind of help me like suck everything back in, because when you have kids, and I feel like the more kids you have, everything just comes out. So I'm doing that too. I do have to get better at that too, because if I'm real with you guys, sometimes I forget to put it on. but I am trying to, and I have put it on, I promise. So basically, I think that's about it. I don't think there's anything different from, like I said, from my birth story and kind of that update that I gave you guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything, and no, I don't think so. Like I said, my daughter, baby Jaylene, is doing great. My oldest daughter, Zayla, who turned 2 like 2 weeks ago, she's doing good too. She's adjusting for sure. You know, she was the princess for almost 2 years, and now she has another little princess. So they're both princesses, and she loves her sister, and she's very protective of her, of course. And you know, she's 2, so she's entering into that terrible 2 stage a little bit. But even though like it could be crazy here in the house sometimes or overwhelming, I am very blessed with my 2 beautiful daughters. I wouldn't change absolutely anything, because I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. I look at them sometimes, I'm like, wow, Lord, you blessed me so much with them. And yes, it could, like I said, it gets crazy, and sometimes I want to run and jump out the window, like I tell my husband, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love my family. I love how God is allowing me to be a mom and have that role, and my husband to be a dad, and us being our little tiny family of 4, which is crazy. And yes, you know, I look forward to, you know, building memories with them and doing things with them, because I mean, those are something that is super important to me, is making memories and doing things or going places and just making memories, because I feel that that's what you take the memories, you know, you take the experience, you take the stories, like, hey, remember when we did this, we're going here. So that's super important to me, and I just feel super blessed that, Lord willing, I made memories, and now with Jaylene in the picture, we'll make many more, Lord willing, if the Lord allows it. So yeah, guys, basically I think that's pretty much all I have to update you guys. And I'm not gonna be doing like every single month, because I just believe that there's really not too much of a point, because I'm not really gonna be changing anything, knowing me. Like, it's basically gonna be the same. And if, mind you, if there's anything crazy that comes that I feel like, whoa, I should definitely share this, I will definitely will. But for what I foresee, everything's, you know, it's just pretty much the same. I know how I am, so I don't think there's any point of me doing like monthly updates. I know there's many other girls that do that, and that's awesome, but I just feel like for me it's just not a point. There's no point. So yes, guys, hopefully that answered your questions. And if you have any other questions, comment down below or DM me on Instagram, Life with Zayla. I'll definitely get back at you and answer you. Like I said, if you want me to do a video, you know, kind of speaking and sharing about my anxiety and what I went through, let me know too, if it's something that you are interested in seeing. But with all that said, guys, I know this video is kind of pretty short compared to my other videos, which is not a bad thing. So make sure you guys are safe, take care, and thank you so much for being a part of the fam. And if you're not, join us. I would love to have you. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.